This morning when I woke up, I was thinking in my head, why is happiness so underrated? And did you know that you are responsible for your own happiness and nobody else? This is something you cannot delegate to anyone because your happiness is your responsibility. Welcome to all my returning subscribers. My name is Eva, and to those who are coming across this video, to all the new subscribers who are joining the channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. In this channel, I focus mainly on faith messages, cooking vlogs, lifestyle vlogs here and there, and conversations that are uplifting, encouraging, motivating, and boost our faith and boost our morale and challenge us to be better people each and every single day. If this is your type of content, please do consider subscribing, join the channel, and let's journey through this together. So this morning when I woke up, I was just thinking in my head, why is happiness so underrated? Why is it that you have to sit down and expect somebody else to make you happy? Did you know that happiness is an inside job? That is nobody's responsibility. It is an inborn thing that you just have to have. And I don't want to be this superficial person who thinks that it's not every day that you wake up and you want to feel happy. But I believe that happiness is a constant state of the state of your well-being, state of of your system, state of how you think, how you process. It's an internal job that you, I'm afraid, cannot delegate to anybody. Nobody can make you happy. Your happiness is your own responsibility. And it got me thinking a lot. Why do we like to give this responsibility to other people? Why do we do that? Why should we blame somebody else for us being not happy? Is it their responsibility or is it my responsibility, your responsibility, our own personal responsibilities to ensure that we're happy? I mean, it even makes me pose the question, are you happy with yourself? Do you love yourself? Because I believe that happiness flows from a place of love. If you love yourself, then you're able to extend that love through happiness, and it extends to the people around you. But if you're constantly, someone who is, angry, complaining, grumbling, murmuring, there's actually nothing that anybody can ever do that will ever make you happy. But that makes me even pose another question. Do we find happiness because somebody else is doing something that we are not happy about? And yes, I know to some extent, because we're all human, it might affect us, but should we continuously stay in that state of being unhappy? I mean, these are some of the questions we need to ask ourselves. And the answer is no. Your happiness, my happiness, your happiness, our happiness is our personal responsibility, no matter where we find ourselves. No matter in the circles we find ourselves, nobody else can make Eva happy. If Eva is not happy, then Eva has to sit down, internalize, look at what is not making me happy, and think through it and figure a way out. I can't delegate my happiness to my husband. I can't delegate my happiness to my children, my co-workers, my colleagues, my siblings, my parents, my brothers, my sisters, my family, my extended family members, my church, that is really, 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 really uncalled for. I believe healthy relationships are built from a happy place, and the first person to be happy with is yourself. Because if you're happy with yourself, you're able to build those relationships that will be meaningful, that will be respectful, that will even be thriving. So our happiness is our own personal responsibility. We should be able to take that personal responsibility to be happy and not to delegate happiness to somebody else. It's a very sad reality that we live in today. That someone can just wake up and feel like they're not happy. They want to, end their lives. Is life more meaningful? Is there anything that you find meaningful about your life? Does it have to be that way? Even God encourages us that we should have joy always. Joy in Him. The joy of the Lord makes us rich and it adds no sorrow in it. And yes, we are human. It's not every day, every time, you'll be happy and smiling and going around, feeling, dilly-dallying, happy, jumping, helter-skelter everywhere. No, it's not every day we're going to be feeling that way. But that does it mean that if things don't go our way, or if things don't happen the way we would like them to happen, will that thing take the happiness away? Or will that thing make you even think about things deeply, more thoughtfully? These are some of the questions that we need to be asking ourselves. Happiness is a state of a personal decision that you have to make. It's an intentionality. You've got to be intentionally, happy despite the circumstances. I'm a firm believer that every single day that God gives us is a gift. It's a gift. We unwrap the day like a gift. What does a day, hold for me today? What does it entail? If you set the mood right, you set the tone right, then you are able to flow through that day with happiness and gladness in your heart, knowing that He who has begun a good work in you is faithful enough to complete it. God has a plan and a purpose. Why you're still alive, breathing, even listening to me right now talking about happiness. It's a state that has to be guarded. You've got to guard it. Because there are very many things that happen in our lives, in our day-to-day living, that can easily steal your joy. So I believe it's really important to be intentional about being happy, because happiness is a state of one's, solid emotional stability. So please, whatever comes, our way, let's try to make that thing not steal my happiness, your happiness, because the joy of the Lord is what gives us strength. That happiness is what gives you strength. Things may not be going as you would like them to. Things may not be working out as you would like them to, but that doesn't mean that your happiness has to be put on a pause. Be grateful in the little things. Just waking up, having a cup of tea, water, walking around in nature, breathing in fresh air. If you can see your loved ones, if you can talk to your loved ones, going to work, doing the things that bring you pleasure. Those are the things that you need to be focusing more on, because it is in those things that you begin to see the true meaning of life. And the devil is on a rampant rage. And his mission is very simple: to do three things only. Three things only, according to the Bible in the book of John chapter 10, verse 10. Three things only. To do three things: to steal, to kill, and to destroy. But there's good news. Jesus came so that we may have life and have it in abundance. So we don't have to give the enemy that opportunity to steal the very thing, the very essence that breathes life into your spirit, that breathes life into your soul, into your body. It extends to everything that is connected to you, everything that you lay your hands on. It might be big, it can be small, but it makes you happy. That's important. So in everything that you do, in everything that you purpose to do in your heart, let happiness be your number one priority, and don't delegate the responsibility of happiness to somebody else. Be intentional, be purposeful, appreciate the little and the big things in your life. Be grateful. Gratitude is like a door opener. It opens doors, opportunities. It connects you to people that you never thought it would connect you to in this very life we live. Gratitude unlocks divine blessings upon our lives. So remaining in that state is so important, because once you lose it, you lose focus of it. It just brings about a whirlwind of, disappointment, disruption, distraction. It just destabilizes your, mental well-being, your mental capacity to function. So I urge you today, I encourage you today, guard your happiness, guard your heart, because through your heart is the wellspring of your life, and everything that is connected to your life flows through your heart. So if your heart is well guarded, you're well grounded, and you have to be intentional about it. You have to say, today I am going to have a good day regardless of what. And you can't stop what somebody else is going to do to you. Do you know that? You have no control over what somebody else is going to do to you. You have no control over that. But what you have control over is how you're going to respond to each and every situation that is brought along your way to provoke you to react in a manner that you didn't intend to react. So these are some of the things that you need to guard. We need to be sensitive, because when you're well grounded and your emotional stability is in check, then everything else around you, everything else connected to you, everything else inside of you will begin to flow in a direction that you will be happy about, and the people that are connected to you as well will be happy about it. So mine was just this brief word of encouragement to someone today. Get a hold of your happiness. Be in charge of your happiness. You are the CEO of your life. You can hire, promote, and fire accordingly. You're allowed to do that. As long as you are happy, that is what matters. And invite God in every step of your day, throughout your day. Invite Him in those little things, the small things, the big, in all things. Give thanks to God and invite Him into your space, and watch what God will do. He will do exceedingly abundantly above all that you can think or ask or imagine, according to the power that is at work within you. So thank you so much for taking your time to listen to this message of encouragement. I hope that you have been encouraged. If you have been discouraged, let this be a nudge for you to continue, moving on and journeying through life. And let's meet at the top. Let's meet at the top, Thank you so much. God bless you. Love you all. Please do remember to like the video. Share this video with someone you know that could be feeling unhappy, discouraged, discontent, feeling like things are not moving. Share this encouraging message with them. and let their hearts be blessed. Let them know that God is still on the throne. He is not retired, and He's not about to do that. He's the same yesterday, today, and forever. And He has you in the palm of His hands, whereby He will hold you and He will make sure that He has perfected everything that is concerning your life. And He will hold you with His hand and guide you and lead you and protect you and preserve you. Till I come your way again next time. Bye.